Hey everybody that's logging in, thank you for the hearts. Let's do this. We're starting. I'm pumped, you're pumped. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
And now, a conversation piece. This is The Rundown.
Welcome everybody to another exciting episode, another edition, a live-tastic edition of Periscope. I am your host, Giovanni Menendez, and this is another installment of A Week in Geekdom. Welcome everybody on YouTube and everybody live here on Periscope. We're talking some nerdy talk, because I'm brand new to this whole app thing, and I just said, you know what, screw it. Instead of doing a regular YouTube episode, I wanted to do something on Periscope. I'm going to upload it. Everybody's writing in, where am I in Puerto Rico? No, I am in Camuy. I'm not in El Yunque. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This is exciting. I've never done a live broadcast before, so this is pretty cool. We're going to talk some nerdy talk, but first I want to give some shout outs. So if you can hear me, everybody, I've got a lot of viewers right now. You're from Puerto Rico as well. That's awesome. Everybody's watching. Give your shout outs in 3, 2, 1. Anybody you want to say hi to, where you guys are chatting from, anything. It's all fair game here. Shout out time. Yes. Thank you. I've got a lot of viewers from Puerto Rico, but I've got some international viewers as well, so that's cool. Where are you guys from? Tell me. And this is going on live on YouTube. Welcome guys. Ken Will 2013K straight from Bayamon. Yeah, alright. People keep joining in. Thanks for the hearts. That's really special to me. It's a nerdy web series on YouTube. Toronto's in the house. New York, but you live Johnny has lived in Puerto Rico some months with family. That's cool. That's awesome. Thank you guys. Bless you. I wish you all the best, and I thank you for giving me all the hearts, all the likes, anything that you can throw your way. That's awesome. So let's get started. Some of the topics I wanted to discuss. This is going to be a fairly short rendition of the web series, but because I'm actually out of signal here at the bunker. I call this the bunker where I record for anybody that's logging in brand new. I wanted to talk about Constantine joining Arrow Season 4. I think that's major news. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if we've got Arrow fans on the stream right now, but just the idea that the Arrow franchise is even alive and well and just expanding into the supernatural realm, I think that's awesome, especially with Matt Ryan reprising his role as Constantine. I really miss him. I really miss Constantine, the series. I think it should not have gone down the way it did. I thought it deserved a lot more than that. They could have easily have broadcast the show from AMC, even the CW, somewhere other than NBC, because we all know that NBC sucks and they kill most of their shows with their crappy programming. I think the show could have lived on elsewhere with another time slot, but just like giving it that Friday night, I think it was 10 p.m. time slot, Eastern time. That's just horrible, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, what you guys think, but now we're getting him in the CW world. That's pretty exciting, right? I do know he's interacting with Arrow in terms of resurrecting White Canary. In this case, Sara Lance is going to be revived. And if I forget something, it's because I'm live and I'm actually nervous. 15 people, that's cool. She's coming back, as we saw in the Legends of Tomorrow trailer. And it's going to be fun. Obviously, when they and spoilers for Season 3, when they resurrected Thea, she was barely dead, just a few minutes dead or something. Whereas Sarah, she's been dead for quite some time, and obviously if you've read the comic books, DC Comics, you will know that the Lazarus Pit, it can be a handful and can drive people nuts, especially Ra's al Ghul and Jason Todd, aka Red Hood. So I'm kind of interested to see how Constantine deals with this, and especially his interaction with Green Arrow and Stephen Amell. I think that's going to be awesome. Speaking of Stephen Amell, I'm not a wrestling fan, but I'm really itching to see that fight with Stardust. Is it? I don't like wrestling like one bit. I used to like it like 20 years ago or something. But I think it's fun. It's a fun little thing they're doing. So obviously I'm Team Arrow. I don't know about you guys. But yeah, Constantine on freaking Arrow. Who would have thunk it? Speaking of the CW world, I'm really upset that they basically just said like we're done with spin-offs. You know, you got Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, and I'm like, really, man? I wouldn't say that. Never say never, because you don't know when the next big hit is gonna appear, and especially with these shows, anybody could be a breakout star. And out of everything, I'm mostly excited about seeing Flash Season 2. Especially with Jay Garrick. Patty Pivot is going to be on it as well. And just the whole concept of the multiverse. I think I would have... When Arrow first began, I was just like, yeah, they're just going to do like a Batman Begins type show with Green Arrow, and that's it. And it's cool. But now we're getting like this huge renaissance of TV superhero-ness. Especially with Flash and what's the other show I'm missing? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. And I know a lot of people don't like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I hate the fact that Amell and the TV Flash won't play their parts in the film. It sucks. Hey, Razor. Oh, my man Andre's here. It sucks. But I'm a DC fan. I love the idea of the multiverse. I get like super excited about this because I think it's cool that you have your universe, your movie universe. I think they're calling it the extended universe, and you have your TV world with basically the CW verse. And I don't know, I like the concept. Although, yes, I would like to see Grant Gustin and Stephen Amell in a live-action movie. I think it's only proper, and because they made these characters even more famous than they already are. And basically brought a whole new level of depth for Flash and brand new fans everywhere. The show is getting syndicated, and I think it's airing in Spanish TVs. Hey, Java's here. That's awesome. Welcome, Java. And yeah, the multiverse has a lot of options. You can pretty much do anything. I can imagine Ezra Miller's take on Flash. Even though a lot of people hate Ezra Miller, I think he'll do a good job. But a lot of people seem to be hating on him just because let's face it, he doesn't look at all like Barry or Wally West or Barry Allen. But I think they could do something special with that Flash movie and unite the CW world with the extended universe, especially with Flash. I think it could be done. Just running along the Speed Force, and they could like save the multiverse or something. Like I don't know, like maybe a mini fight with the Anti-Monitor. That'd be cool. Like a dumbed down version though, because the Anti-Monitor could easily wipe out the Flash. But that's beside the point. I think. But yeah, I don't know. I think with Flash, since he's already been cast, you kind of already have an opinion. But with Green Arrow, if they ever do a live-action movie with Green Arrow, I will be one of those guys that will be pissed. Because, Stephen Amell is Green Arrow. And a lot of people are discovering that character. Especially me. I was not into Green Arrow after the series. But now, whenever I see a comic book, I just think of the show. Even though I know he's been around for a long time. Thanks for the hearts, everybody, here on Periscope. If you'd like to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter, and where else am I? Vine, Tumblr, Pinterest. I even got Snapchat. I don't know how to use Snapchat. I'm old. I don't know how to use that thing. But if somebody can teach me, that'd be great. You can follow me everywhere. Just type A Week in Geekdom in your favorite social media app, and I'm probably there. Hey, Xavier. Thanks for joining, everybody. And what else? Another thing I wanted to talk about is the new DC news that NBC has just picked up the strangest idea for a show. They're basically doing, and I have it right here on my laptop, a DC Comics workplace comedy lands at NBC with pilot production commitment. So what they're doing, if I'm getting this straight, what they're going to do is they're going to do a powerless show. It's a half-hour single-camera comedy from A to Z creator Ben Queen and Warner Brothers TV. And it's basically, let's see if I get it right. The project is basically like The Office, but with superheroes. All these guys that don't have powers and live in the DC universe and have to deal with, I'm guessing, like superhero news and how it affects them. I'm guessing, like, buildings being destroyed. That could be interesting. Maybe we'll get cameos from DC heroes. I don't know. I think it's a fun concept, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather watch the superheroes, not Joe Schmo doing office work and just complaining about Zod ripping a new one on Metropolis. I don't think that's the right way to go. I would just do more superhero stuff. There's a ton of great heroes out there that they could milk this with, but I don't know, we'll have to see. NBC has a bad record of just doing shitty jobs on their marketing and stuff. You saw that with Constantine. I mean, it already went haywire. So I don't know what you guys think about the powerless. It's gonna suck if it's gonna be called powerless, in my opinion. Comedy is a natural extension for the DC brand, and there's not much room left for expansion on the drama side. I beg to differ, because you've got Gotham, which sucks. You've got Supergirl on CBS. You've got Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, and they're working on the Teen Titans live-action pilot on TNT. There's there's more room to grow here, folks. There's the million superheroes I want to see before, again, X or Y random fodder characters working on an office and just complaining about life. I'd rather see stuff like Booster Gold or Blue Beetle or any of the Justice League International characters. I think Green Lantern could work as a TV series, in my opinion. I don't know, the Teen Titans could be awesome as well. And by just saying, like, there's no more room left for, come on. The Powerless show, they're trying to make a full season out of it. I don't think it's going to work. Hopefully it does, and, like, it gets some renewed interest. I think that'd be pretty cool. Hey, Atenas. Hey, Java. Thank you for joining and inviting people. That's cool. Another thing I wanted to talk about, the new still pictures for Star Wars came out. Was it a leaked image showing Luke Skywalker? I don't know. It's just as I expected. Basically, a passing of the torch. Hey, just a passing of the torch, and he's full on Obi-Wan at this point, in my opinion. And which reminds me, there's a new comic book coming out for Star Wars that bridges the gap between episode 6 and 7. I forgot the name at this very moment, but you can probably check it out. I think it's coming out soon. Thanks for the heart, guys. Another thing I wanted to talk about, Captain America Civil War. I hate it when people start leaking stuff, because I want to enjoy the full experience. I think Age of Ultron was ruined by this fact. Basically, every news outlet, myself included, started just posting random shit about this movie. And by the time I went to see it when I watched Age of Ultron, I already knew what was going to happen. Everything was pretty much spoiled by the marketing, like the gazillion trailers. And I fear that Captain America Civil War could go down this route. We've already seen the Black Panther costume, or at least a stunt double. We know practically the roster. We already know that Spider-Man filmed his cameo. I did not want to know of any of this, actually. I want to go in blind and enjoy the movie for what it is, and not be like, oh, well, this scene connects with this other one that we've seen, and yeah, it matches with this and that. No, the less you know about a movie, the more you'll like it. Trust me. So please, I'm going to refrain from spoiling and talking about Civil War movie. I know about the roster. It's probably true what they're doing. I don't know. I just think we should go back to the old days where we didn't know anything about a movie until they came out. Except trailers. Trailers are cool. But yeah, the Black Panther costume, I think it looks cool. It's kind of Sentai Warrior-ish, and which in turn is inspired by Marvel superheroes. So yeah, it's like a weird cross between Black Panther and like a freaking Power Ranger. I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. And if they're going with the concept art that we've already seen online, you can check it out on Google. I think we're in for some badass superhero-ness with Black Panther. He's a great character. Yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know. Before we end this stream, because I said it was going to be short, I don't have a lot of data plan on my phone, and the bunker is not cooperating. Hey, KR Turner, welcome to the live stream here on Periscope and YouTube for A Week in Geekdom. I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the recent books I've been reading, and I picked a random book out of my shelf. This is the book I'm reading, folks. It's Alex plus Ada. It's an image book, and it's written by Jonathan Luna and Sarah Vaughn. It's illustrated by Jonathan Luna. I love his drawings, though. Here's the back cover of it. This is the first trade paperback, and it collects the first 5 issues. Hey, everybody. The first 5 issues of a 15-issue series. And it's basically, I'm going to read the description for you guys. The last thing in the world Alex wanted was an X5, the latest in realistic androids. But after Ada is dropped into his life, he discovers she is more than just a robot. Alex plus Ada explores what it means to be real in this sci-fi / drama set in the near future, created by Jonathan Luna and Sarah Vaughn. What did I think of it? I haven't finished. I have books. I have the second book, and I ordered the third one, which ends the series. It's a great series. It's a great mini comic book series. I think everybody should give it a try. If you've seen stuff like, I think it was Deus Ex Machina or something, the recent one, with the androids and the cyborgs and whatnot. It's something like that. It's something similar, or similar themes. And, if you like the movie Her, with Joaquin Phoenix, and I think it was Scarlett Johansson doing the voice of the Siri-like app, you're gonna dig this. Basically, it's in the future. People, they're using robots and androids for their everyday activities. And this guy is, I think, if I remember correctly, he recently broke up or something. And his grandma, on his birthday, gives him this new model android thing that can basically, it's just like a human being. And we suddenly get this huge dilemma of, if it's not like a real human and this thing acts like a real human, can we consider it a human being? Does it really have emotions? Can a machine display emotions? What are, if we're going down that route in real life, what can we do about it? Obviously, this shows some prejudice and racism against machines and cyborgs, because obviously some of them are going to cut loose and they're going to do some stuff that people aren't going to like, and that happens in the book. So they made like a treaty or something, establishing norms and parameters of what you can do with a machine. Obviously, you're gonna say, well, they're gonna make like sex robots or something. Yeah, they make them in this, but it's not a graphic novel in the literal sense. Alex plus Ada. I think it's great. Let me show you some of the interior work. I don't know if you can see it that well. I don't know. There you go. Yeah. Is there a movie of it? Not yet. I hope there's a movie out of it. It's a great book. I just like that it explores that dynamic of androids in the future and what we can do with robotics. And obviously, I'm going to spoil a little bit about it to pique your interest. The main character actually comes to care for the robot, and she gains some quirky personality traits somehow that I'm not going to spoil. And then you have this intriguing mystery, like, what if the government finds out that he's actually giving her a life outside the normal parameters of being a robot? I thought it was pretty cool. It's just 15 issues. You can find these trades for cheap. This volume, it's like $9, I think I paid for it, or $7. It's $9.99. No, $12.99. And I paid like $10 or $7 off on Amazon. But you can find it for much less. If you go to InStockTrades.com, you can probably find it for like $7. So yeah, it's pretty cheap. It's a great book. It's a great little mini series, and again, the art is great. I was not, I didn't know much about Jonathan Luna or Sarah Vaughn, but I'm quickly a fan. I particularly love the art style. I don't know if you can see it that well, because I'm using my phone instead of my webcam that I use for A Week in Geekdom episodes. So yeah, Alex plus Ada. I think it's a great book. Everybody should at least give it a go if you're interested in romance and androids, cyborgs, future technology. It's an interesting concept of can man fall in love with a sentient robot? I guess you'll have to find out if you read Alex plus Ada. Thank you everybody for all the hearts. As always, you can contact me on A Week in Geekdom through different social medias. I don't have a website right now, but that's coming soon. Probably late 2015 or early 2016. I don't know yet. But you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Vine and Pinterest and Snapchat and Tumblr, and of course here on Periscope. So for everybody that's tuning in late via YouTube, thank you so much for watching this, and you can join Periscope. Download that great app. Some free promotion for them. They don't need it, but I do. So log in on download Periscope. Follow me there, and I'm going to be streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays. So after this episode ends, this transmission, I'll keep broadcasting later in the evening, and I'm just going to talk nonsense. That's not like A Week in Geekdom stuff. Some personal stuff. So you can follow me anywhere, guys. That's the idea. And I'm going to call it quits for now. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We started with a lot of viewers, and it went down, and then it went up again, but that's the nature of the beast. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. I can't, Jose Manuel Palacios, Java, everybody that's tuning in. I got people watching via the web. Thank you. You're all going to be famous because of me. You're going to be on YouTube, so that's worth something, I think. I don't know yet. So as always, you can write to our email. That's aweekingeekdom@gmail.com. You can follow us on social medias, and there's nothing more left. I pretty much said everything I wanted to say on this broadcast. Thank you for tuning in, guys. A lot of people wanted to tune in, and apparently they missed the warning, the pre-recording thing that I did. That's okay. I'm going to leave it here so everybody can see. Thanks for Dre, or Razor7 on Periscope. He's a great guy. Thanks, Java, for all the blue hearts. Awesome. And yeah, this has been another installment, another live, or the first ever live rendition of A Week in Geekdom. I've been your host, Giovanni Menendez, and I will see all of you laters. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for tuning in to another installment. You can keep the conversation going through your favorite social media platform. You can like and subscribe to our YouTube page, follow us on Twitter, like our fan page on Facebook, and favorite our pics on Instagram. You can also write to us for feedback, suggestions, and such via aweekingeekdom@gmail.com. Until next time,